The thousands of troops belonging to the Kachin Independence Army cemented their opposition to the Burmese government this month by refusing to become a border guard force. The first of this month saw the passing of the deadline for Burma's numerous ceasefire groups to become border guard forces, a move that would bring ethnic armies under control of Naypyidaw. It is the latest in centuries-old attempts by Burman rulers to rein in ethnic minorities and gain control of Burma's volatile border regions. However, it seems the government are far from their goal, as this month the KIA joins various other groups who have refused the transformation. The United Wa State Army, Burma's largest ceasefire group, also appears reluctant to make the switch. The refusals could increase tension in the border areas and result in assaults from the Burmese army, which has pledged to respond with force to non-compliance. For ethnic groups like the Karen, the decision to be assimilated into the Burmese army would end their dream of Karen autonomy. In July, Na Kam Wei, colonel of 5th Brigade of the Democratic Karen Buddhist Army, or DKBA, also refused the deal to become a border guard force. Na Kam Wei's decision has resulted in a split from the rest of the DKBA, who made the transformation in an official ceremony last month. Divisions between ethnic groups are not uncommon and often stem from a personal or business principle. In an attempt to persuade ceasefire group leaders to overlook tensions from the past, the Burmese army has been offering generous sums of money and property deals as part of the agreement. Na Kam Wei blames his colleagues' greed for the split. Colonel Nur Dar of the Karen National Liberation Army, or KNLA, another Karen armed force, agrees that the border guard force is not in the interests of the Karen people.
I don't think they want to be border guard unless they have no choice.
The KNLA, another ethnic army which has refused to become a border guard force, sees the struggle of the Karen as more important than any financial incentive.
They don't fight for money, they fight for their freedom. They don't fight for salary. The goal, what they're fighting for is their freedom.
Nur Dar believes that troops from the DKBA may not be happy about the move.
Some people inside the ceasefire groups, they have some arguments about whether they want to be in the border guard or not. And some top leaders, we got the information that they have signed papers already, but lower ranks, they're not satisfied with what the upper ranks are doing.
With little opportunity to leave, the border guard force will see many lower-ranking troops assimilated into the Burmese army, perhaps against their will. But despite splits in armies like the DKBA, some see the controversy over the border guard force as an opportunity for ethnic armies to join together against the Burmese army.
Yeah, if they're fighting with the Burmese, and there is an old saying, the enemies of my enemies is my friend, you know.
As the elections approach, it is becoming increasingly clear that many ethnic groups who have been traditionally sidelined in Burmese politics do not have faith in the current government.
Oda le kwara te ga jablu ka mi si la ba ga ja mi si ba da du bo to bo le wi la. Ko ne tu ne ma da ta ne thi ko be to mu na ba.
We want them to have a free and fair election, and we are watching. But if they don't have free and fair election, we're not surprised because that's their nature.
But despite this, working with the Burmese army is something some say they might consider in the future under a fairer government.
ဘာပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ်ကျွန်တော်တို့ KIA ကတော့ခုနပြောတဲ့ဘယ်လိုပုံစံမျိုးနဲ့ပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ်ပြည်ထောင်စုတက်မတော်လို့တကယ်ဖွဲ့စည်းလာတယ်ဆိုဒီထဲမှာကျွန်တော်ပေါဝင်ဖန်ဆောင်တယ်ဆိုတဲ့အရေးချက်အဓိကထားတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
So in spite of the threat of retaliation from the Burmese army against those who have refused, the groups are still hoping for change. Standing against the border guard force and preparing for their next move, whatever the elections will bring.